Hello everybody, welcome to our channel, my friend Bob. Today we'll talk about spring season and spring season, how it's related to spring cleanup, seeds and things of that nature. An overall picture where what I think that most home gardeners are a bit confused, because I used to be confused myself. Flowers have already started blooming. If my microphone is picking it up, you can hear the birds chirping. Fruit trees blooming. I'm wearing 2 layers right now. It's cold. So what happens is we go through this thing, people who are gardeners, that it's spring. The calendar says spring. Yes, the calendar said it, but you have to see your environment and where you live. Couple of things that you should start doing about spring. One is, we'll talk about cleanup. We'll talk about your raised beds or your other places, and what you should do and what you shouldn't do. So let's start. We fill ours up in fall, and they're good to go. What you should be doing, if you didn't do it, fill them up, put a coat of compost on it everywhere. If some weeds, pull them out. That's it. But at the same time, when it's spring, you want to feel like spring. So what does spring mean? Flowers everywhere, greenery, surely. One thing you should not do. To be a gardener, you have to have insects, butterflies, bees, everything that helps your garden. Both if you have a flower garden or a vegetable garden, or even fruit trees. Because those are the ones which will help you to pollinate, and they look beautiful also. So what you shouldn't be doing, don't start spring cleanup, and by spring cleanup I mean the grasses and everything, too early. Wait till it's warm enough. Why do I say it? Because we look at my grass, I don't have any leaves on it, so the argument would be, if I don't have any leaves, how would I'm destroying anything? If you have leaves, fine. If you don't, the grass is in enough environment and the soil itself that different insects could have laid eggs. So you try to clean, either you'll use a rake or a wind blower. Both will destroy and disturb them, which means you'll kill those eggs. So don't be in a hurry that you have to clean it. Letting it sit for an extra 2 or 3 weeks will actually make your garden look beautiful during summer. And it's not an eyesore. If you have guests coming and they know that you're a gardener, they'll realize that you have reason for it. So you can see on the ground here, I've got gumballs everywhere, got these huge trees, and that happens. I almost want to get them clean, but as I said earlier, don't. It's not hurting anything. Yes, when you come outside, wear shoes. It's cold enough that you're not coming bare feet. So that's the worst it will happen. I can pick up some of the branches, sure, go ahead, start doing that cleanup. But don't destroy the surfaces. We talked about this last year, and let me reiterate, and it's important. And for that, go and watch my video from last year, last fall, called the Black Gold. One of the things which I discussed, and I will show you where that black gold, like how it is after six months or so. So this is one of my areas that I have not cleaned in years. Just to show you the amount of leaves which have fallen, like it'll be a good inch and a half to 2 inches. I'm intentionally not disturbing this area. Whatever insects can lay eggs over here, better for me. So the ground here, when I moved to this property, was like, this is almost clay. Surely I cannot grow anything because of amount of trees, but this has changed its structure already. That said, understand one thing. Even as a gardener, it's a whole ecosystem. It's not just about growing some fruits, vegetables, or flowers. This is part of that whole ecosystem. So I'm not wasting this area. And trees, they are important. You have to look at each step by step. Even when you have a smaller yard, you can leave some areas. I know not everybody has the luxury, but there are places where people have decently huge backyards and they don't use it properly. So try to see how you can use it properly. It doesn't need to look ugly. Surely for me, it's far back. There's a gazebo behind me, and when spring actually will start really and summer, all these trees will be green and you will not miss anything. So this is my no-dig garden. Again, there are a lot of leaves. These will be cleared out. But what I'll do is, I know the area, so you see the stick, which means that's where my no-dig garden is. Where there's no stick, and I just know it because I've made it, there's a mulch underneath it. What I'll do is I'll rake everything over here. I'll top the this area where compost was with another inch of compost. I've got 6 or 7 rows and we're good to go. So again, you have everybody feels the urge to clean it. Don't do it. You want to get your hands dirty, I'll explain what you could do. Start seeds inside. And that will still give you the feel of start of spring. The other thing, go watch my video from a couple of weeks ago about hydroponics. There's another way to keep you busy. So as much as there's an urge to go and do spring things, it does not help. Losing a couple of weeks is not a big deal. Just 2 weeks ago, our temperatures were in the 60s and 70s during the day, and 40s and 50s in the nights. In the last 1 week, our temperatures during the day have gone back to the 40s, and nights are freezing point. This isn't Fahrenheit. So if I 2 weeks ago had this urge, okay, let me go and do outside, where some of my friends, should I do it? And kept saying, don't do it. I'll mention it again, don't do it. You can go ahead and watch the video, but what I'm showing you that after 6 months, what happens. So what do I have over here? My own compost from my bins, leaves that fell, they were mulched, and those are there. Then I got a soil, which is a gardening soil called blacktop. I was looking for the mushroom compost. I was not able to find it, but that's fine. So I'll show you where we are. The camera comes closer. I want to show you the consistency of it. There are still some leaves, but I'm still not ready to use it. They will break down. And look at this. I will strongly recommend to watch my video because then you'll realize that there was a huge pile of leaves over here. Everything is gone. They always say it's about birds and bees. Yeah, that's fun. For gardeners, the story is different. It's birds, bees, insects, and butterflies. So for a gardener, I have to tell you that story. They're all important. That's the whole reproductive system. That's a whole ecological system. That's a whole system that brings your garden together. So surely, if you don't have space and you're doing in pots, then do as much as you can. Don't use chemicals. Don't use synthetic material. Use organic as much as possible. And if you want to learn more about it, I do have a blog, myfriendbob.info. You can go over there and read about these things because I write about that also. So before we close off, one thing, like and subscribe. But what did we learn today? So what are the yeses and what are the nos? The nos are, don't start clearing out any debris. And I mean debris, I really mean leaves or things like that. Branches which have fallen, you can start doing it. So Branches part is in the do's. The other do's that you should do, and that's the most important one, start planning your garden, start getting excited. Actually, the first do should be start getting excited. But start picking your seeds, start planning your garden, what you planting, where you planting, come up with a comprehensive plan, mix herbs, flowers, and vegetables together to make a whole nice looking garden, and start seeding indoors. Start your seeds indoors. When you buy seeds, they're cheap. You have far too many, give it to other people. The plants, give it for free. But it will give you more satisfaction. I know you want to go out, just go out and do some other fun things. I hope you enjoyed our video. I hope we learned things together today. Please subscribe to our channel, and we shall see you soon.